Every morning is not just another day, it's a battle. You open your eyes and the first enemy is already staring at you in the mirror. He knows all your weaknesses. He's heard every "I can't." He's seen you give up. And today, he's waiting for you to lose again. But today is not yesterday. Today is a chance to prove that you're not who you used to be. Not because the world wants you to, but because you owe it to yourself. You have no rivals. There's only you and who you're meant to be. You fight for the right to say, "I did it. I beat myself up." Every day denied is a step back. Every then is another gift to your weak self. But not today. Today, you are faced with a choice. Either you control your life, or you let life control you. And the truth is this: no one will come to save you. No one will make you move. No one will do it for you. Because this fight is not where everyone can see. It is inside. And if you are listening to this right now, then you still have a fire in you. Don't let it go out. Because every time you defeat yourselves, you become closer to who you were meant to be from the beginning. Remember, the world does not stop while you doubt. The clock does not wait while you think. You either act or lose. Every day is a battlefield, and every second is a choice. To rise or to stay where it hurts. To continue or to find excuses again. All starts with one thought. Today, I will not give up. Repeat that. Not in your mind, out loud. Because when you say those words, your enemy inside starts to fear. And that's when the real battle begins. Not between you and the world, between you and you. But then comes a time when everything gets hard. When you look at your path and you don't see any progress. When it seems like all this pain is for nothing. That you're fighting and the world is just silent. And here he is, your enemy. He is quiet. He speaks with a voice of doubt. Why do you need this? You've tried before. You're not that strong. These words are not from outside. They are you whispering in your own ear. And this is where most people give up. Not because they are weak, but because they are tired of hearing their fear louder than their faith. But listen carefully. You may break. You may fall. You may cry, scream, get angry. But don't you dare stop, because every time you stop, the person you could have become disappears even further. You think you are fighting circumstances, but the truth is you are fighting your own "I will give up." And if you feel tired now, that is good. That means you are leaving. Pain is not a signal to stop. It is a signal you are growing. You do not see the result right away because change happens in silence, inside. And when everyone is silent, when no one notices you, that is when you create your strength. The world does not see your struggle, but it will see your result. And then everyone will say he was lucky, but they will never see the nights when you held yourself back from giving up. They didn't see you standing in front of the mirror and asking yourself, why am I doing all this? They didn't see your early mornings when everyone was asleep and you were starting from scratch. They didn't hear your heart when it beat faster with fear, but you still moved forward because somewhere deep down you knew true strength is not born when it's easy, but when it's hard, when you're alone, when you're hurting, when you doubt, and yet you don't stop. You may not see the light now, but remember, even in the darkest night, the sun is still getting ready to rise, and so are you. You may not see the changes yet, but they have already begun inside you. Step by step, day by day, you win. And every time you overcome that voice inside you, you get closer to a new version of yourself, a version that is no longer afraid, a version that doesn't give up, a version that remembers the struggle is the way.
And now you reach the limit. Everything hurts. Your hands drop, your head is pulled down, and you ask yourself, why? Why stand up when no one sees? Why fight when everyone gives up? Why continue when it's easier to say enough, because this is where your strength is born. Not where it's convenient, not when you're supported, but here when no one is around. This is the moment when the weak turn back, when the strong take another step. One, the only one. And this step changes everything, because after it, there's no way back. You stop being who you were. That's when you understand no one will save you except yourself. You don't wait for inspiration, you become it. You don't seek strength, you create it from pain. You don't fear the darkness, you become the light yourself. And then the world begins to look at you differently, but not because it has changed, but because you have changed. Because now, when you see an obstacle, you don't retreat, you smile, because you have already been in the darkness and you know that you can get through it. This is the moment when your fear begins to fear you. This is the moment when your pain becomes your fuel, when your voice becomes louder than all the doubts around, and you suddenly understand you have never fought against the world. All this time you have fought against yourself, against laziness, against fear, against yesterday's me. But now your time has come. You are no longer the one who looks for reasons. You are the one who creates the result. And from this moment on, every day, every second is another round. And every round, you are closer to victory. Don't stop now, because if you have come this far, you are no longer the one who gives up. You are the one who survived, the one who stands, the one who burns. And the world has not yet seen what will happen when you go all out.
And here you stand, not where you wanted, but no longer where you were. Behind you are hundreds of battles that no one saw. Behind you are moments when you fell, and yet got up. You have changed, not thanks to anyone, and in spite of everything. Because all this time you fought not for medals, not for glory. You fought for yourself, for the right to look in the mirror and see someone who did not give up. And now you understand. Victory was never there, ahead. It was always here, inside you. It is not about winning once. It is about winning every day, in the little things, in elections, in the moments when no one sees. Because that is where true strength is born. You are not an accident. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the result of every I did not give up, even when the world was silent. And now, when you look in the mirror again, you will not see an enemy. You will see your ally, because he is you. The same person who went through the pain and still stands. And now, when life challenges you again, you will only smile, because you already know who will win. And this time, victory is yours, because you are the fire that never goes out. You are the reason why tomorrow will be better. And if you listen to this to the end, remember, today is the best day to start again.